What can I learn from other creative people in my field? Oh, that is really good question. What can I learn from other creative people? Well, right now I am kind of like a living in such a surrounding where the people are like the people that I want, like the similar set of mindset of the people are not here or not available. Yeah. Why? I'm belong to the local city. Okay, yeah. I have little bit of like enthusiastic for photography and stuff like that. A creative photography. Yeah. By the way, okay, yeah. I'm living in India. Okay, yeah. And should I say I'm a photographer? Like basically, I am a photographer. Yeah, like I'm actually uploading some of the photos on the YouTube platform. But one of the key important thing is that key like basically I'm living in India. Okay, yeah. And the definition of the photographer is means like that the people who take the photos of people. That's it. Okay, yeah. Like in India, the creative photography is not even exist. Yeah, like basically very less. Like basically just photographer means like that the people who take the photos of the people and that's it. Okay, mostly the animal. Already, yeah. Creative photography is a kind of like a something really a big genre in the west or any kind of like a developed city where it's a kind of like a something really art piece. Okay, yeah, like you actually showing your creativity through your photography, so that is called a creative photography. Okay, which is not even exist. By the way, it's not even exist like the where that I live. All right, yeah. So I'm belong to the I'm not I belong to the local. I'm belong to the local city. I'm not really belong to the metro city. Okay, so in the local city I didn't really found any kind of like a some people who has that kind of like a similar set of mindset. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing that he um, like I don't really have any kind of like a something really a way that I could connect with that people, I could work with those people. I don't know. Okay, yeah, maybe. Another thing is that usually is this thing that I usually inspired from the creative people. Yeah, like those are the something really that similar set of mindset of the people are already exist, but not in the real life. Like in the real life, yeah, but usually I met them in the social media platform. Okay, yeah, because of the internet, and I inspired their work. Okay, yeah, and it was really incredible. Okay, yeah. There is a one name that I wanted to specifically mention. Michelle Ulmer. Michelle Ulmer. It's I'm not really sure about this pronunciation of the word. This person is like taking photos. A self-portrait photos was really incredible. Like every photos is like I don't know. It's a very creative process. Okay, yeah. The way that he make the photo and really incredible, dude. Really incredible. Okay, yeah. I follow that person. Okay, yeah. I follow his work. Then there is also another guy named Aryan Tao. Okay, yeah, this actually like I'm still kind of like hard to pronounce this name. This actually guy from Taiwan, and he also make a really like very good creative photos, like really incredible. Alright, yeah. What I'm trying to tell you is this thing that I didn't really kind of like a something connect with those person in the real life, but I do really inspired a lot from those people, and it was like really incredible. Their work is a kind of like a something always be passionate for me, and yeah, all right. So basically is this thing that key, but is that key when I will have like opportunity to work with those people or connect with those people, what should I supposed to learn from them, or how do I supposed to learn from them? Okay, yeah. basically is the thing that the way that I connect with that particular people is only through the social media platform. Okay, yeah, and only by their work. Okay, I'm not really sure about how those people are um, actually good or not good in the real life. Okay, yeah, like creativity is a kind of like a something like part of personality that he was actually showing, but unfortunately in the real life might be his person is kind of like a something very different. Yeah, he would have that kind of like a something creativity, but probably this person would be something very different or kind of like a something very difficult to work वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, yeah. So how do I supposed to learn from them, or how do I supposed to, like, basically is this thing when you spend time with those particular people, you kind of like automatically started learning from it. Okay, yeah, because like I don't know how do I supposed to explain this thing, how it's a kind of like a something is this thing na ki when you are started working on a restaurant, then automatically you are started making little bit of dishes and mikil. Okay, yeah, so basically this thing you are the average of your surrounding. Okay, yeah, if your surrounding people are kind of like a full of with a photographer, then probably you will have kind of like a same set of instruction of mindset regarding about the photography. Okay, yeah, basically it's the thing you are the average of your surrounding. Okay, yeah, it kind of like a something influence your thought process and the way that decision making process. Alright, yeah. So if I am kind of like a working with such a particular person that I really admire to work, definitely it gonna affect me a lot. Okay, I learn from it a lot of things, that how do he take these photos and stuff like that. Alright, yeah. Do I want to kind of like a something work with any kind of like a something a creative people? Like, is there any kind of like a something chance to work with those people? I want to, yeah. But let me tell you one thing now. Okay, um, like I'm 31 by the way. Okay, until this moment I realized that ki, um, like I don't know. Okay, this is kind of like a something maybe my problem. But what I realize in myself that ki I work really good with myself. Like basically is this thing that ki like if I am kind of like a working for somebody, then probably is this thing I won't be able to put my mindset or put my creativity into it, because like every time I was always thinking about that ki what will be gonna he was thinking about this and I should supposed to work like this. Okay, example is this thing. Okay, I comes with I'm actually talking from the experience already. So in my couple of year ago I started working for a kind of like a something production company, and I was kind of like a something really editor. Alright, yeah. The I know the script, I know everything. Okay, yeah. And basically is this thing that I do editing, and like basically before that I edit so many videos about this thing. Okay, yeah. But when I started editing, this is the first time I was started doing editing for the production, I was kind of like a scared a lot, like really scared that how do I supposed to put this footages or that footages. And it's a lot of like basically hassle. Like I won't be able to started doing editing, like always thinking about that ki, like what if I did something really wrong, or what if I did something really right. Okay, yeah. And and probably is this thing that ki like during the entire day I should supposed to be edit the particular that short film, but unfortunately I didn't. I just kind of like a something just add a couple of clips in the timeline, and that's it. And basically I'm actually kind of like always taking some sort of guideline from the people who are actually from the production, like should I supposed to do this, should I supposed to do that, do that. And every people has a kind of like a set of different set of mindset regarding about telling the story. So it's a very hassle. Okay, yeah, it's a very hassle. Basically is this thing in the corporate world, you could do kind of like a something hierarchy over here, but in the creative process when you are doing hierarchy, then it's very difficult to work. I don't know, it's my thought process. Okay, yeah. And usually I work better alone instead of working with others. Okay, yeah. But let me tell you one thing, I won't be able to do all the work by myself. I can't. Okay. And reason is that ki, like, I can't. Okay, yeah, some of the work really required couple of people to work with this. Like, I won't be able to do such thing. But during this process, during that particular time, how do I supposed to work with those people? Okay, yeah. Um, is that key? I have to give them a creative freedom. Okay, yeah, liberty to do things like that. But I don't know. Okay, yeah, like basically is this thing. Okay, yeah, okay, let me tell you one thing. Okay, yeah, so if I am collaborating, or if I'm kind of like a working with a couple of people, okay, yeah, who has a similar set of mindset. Okay, yeah, just an example that ki I am the film director. Okay, yeah, and there are a couple of people in my team, like a actor, DOP, camera person, then a dancer, then like lots of people. Okay, yeah. So how do I supposed to manage those people, or how do I supposed to kind of like a work with those people, because those people are also really creative too. So for this, during this process, I have to be kind of like prepare for that, how do we supposed to work. Okay, regarding about the every department, I have to work really hard on pre-production. Like, what's the pre-production? A production, like it's a kind of like a something work before you do the production. Like, how do we supposed to take this shot, or how do we supposed to do this thing, or that, or that, or that. Okay, yeah. If we have kind of like a something, all the creative thought process is actually happen before the production, then probably during the production, I will not gonna face that much kind of like a something hassle or nothing really at all. It's been kind of like a happen very smoothly, because the all the set of instruction is always written before the production. So basically is this thing, if I am working with a couple of people who has a similar set of mindset like me, then probably I have to set some sort of guideline, or set some sort of instruction that how do we supposed to execute the particular work. Because like every person has its own creative differences. Okay, yeah, this and that. Some people like blue color, some people like yellow color. It's a lot of thing. Okay, yeah. But if we could kind of like create some sort of instruction before the production, then probably then everyone would supposed to be agree that this is the instruction, then we should supposed to be follow that instruction to execute that particular way of task. All right, yeah. So my answer would be that if I am working with a couple of people who has a similar set of mindset, then probably is this saying that I would create a kind of like a something really instruction, or kind of like a something really a set of guideline that what should we supposed to do, or how do we supposed to do. All right, yeah. So this is, and when this kind of like a something happen, then I would definitely learn from them. Okay, yeah. But is this thing that you won't be able to do this thing now all the time. Okay, yeah. Like basically, how do you supposed to, like basically if someone is want to collaborate with you, then how do you supposed to create that instruction or set of guideline? Well, it's not the kind of like a something rule, or kind of like you. Okay, yeah. Okay, so basically is this thing. Okay, so I'm just giving you a little bit of example. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of example so that you could understand even more better. All right, yeah. So basically I met with a kind of like a something is such a person who has a similar set of mindset. Okay, yeah. And we have to take a kind of like a something photo. Okay, a creative photo. So basically is this thing, when we are doing creative process, we have to think about that how do we supposed to do that. Okay, and this and that, what kind of like a something color, what kind of like a something um, like composition, what kind of like a something like the camera choices, lens choices, like what are all those things. We have to think about lot of stuff. Okay, yeah. Okay, and during this process we might gonna argue with one thing or another thing, but we are kind of like a create a particular set of instruction or particular kind of like a something really balance between me and him, that key we both get satisfied with your work and we put lot of even more contribution into it. So this is what we gonna do. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely we definitely gonna learn from each other, because every creative process is kind of like a something very different from each other, and every action that we took is a kind of like a something different from each other. But is this thing that ki well, we are doing creative process na, creative differences is always be gonna happen. So I'm gonna make sure that ki before this production thing happen, we gonna talk about that ki how do we supposed to do this thing, or how do we supposed to execute this thing. Okay, if we have proper set of instruction, and it's not gonna kind of like a take that much amount of time, and no, nothing really. We just kind of like a brainstorm some of the ideas and figure it out how do we supposed to execute this thing. That's it. And just like that, if we have less and less people, then probably pre-production doesn't really take that much time, like within a couple of hours, that's it. Okay, yeah. Like not a couple of hours, just 1 hour, just talk. Okay, that's it. Yeah, then you execute that thing. But dude, the question was that ki what can I learn from the creative people in my field. Okay, yeah. Like there are a lot of things to learn, like basically study their work, learn from their experiences, observe their process, seek inspiration, network and collaboration, reflect their challenges, embrace their continued learning, seek feedback. There are a lot of things that we could kind of like learn from each other. But important thing is that ki, like at the beginning of the level you should supposed to be work, I don't know. Okay, yeah. um like should I supposed to, like, do I want to work with such a similar set of mindset with people? I will definitely. Okay, yeah. Can I learn with those people? Definitely, yeah. Like if I spending time with those particular people, then definitely I would definitely learn something. Okay, yeah. Do you want to collaborate with those people? Definitely, yes. I want to be work with that particular person, definitely. Okay, yeah. Then probably how is that key create some sort of set of instruction that how do we supposed to do that. And yeah, so this is how I do it. Okay, how will I do it? All right. So this is how I kind of like a somethingly learn. Okay, because when you do collaborate, when you kind of like a talk with each other, you learn from each other. Okay, yeah. Instead of kind of like a following the hierarchy, then probably you will learn, but it will take time, and you will not get that kind of like a creative liberty. Okay, yeah. Like I prefer to be kind of like a something like collaborate as a partner, not as a employee or something. All right. Yeah. Next question.